Yep, I'll help you.
You gonna help me?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to this week's Tell 'em Steve Dave with a slight caveat. The first 15 minutes are actually the end of last week's show. So what's going to happen is you're going to hear 15 minutes of last week's show, and then this week's show is going to start like around the 15-minute mark. Stop doing that. You're doing it on purpose, you little creep.
Sorry.
Yeah, right. You're not sorry at all. I'm trying to explain to these good people how the show's going to work, and they're all confused now thanks to you. What do you think they should be doing?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. They should be going to csmod.com/Wybry. You know why? Because me and Kev are going to go down to Florida in April, and we're going to talk to people I don't have the information in front of me. I think it's Fort Lauderdale, it's Daytona, and it's Orlando. 3 days in April. Go to csmod.com/Wybry. And are you going to come to Florida?
Yes.
What are you going to do once you're down there?
Toys?
You going to play with toys? You going to swim? You going to go to Disney? You going to go to Universal Studios? No?
No. I'll park too.
You want to go to the park?
Yes.
You want to go to all the parks? Including SeaWorld?
See what?
You want to go there?
Yes.
You monster!
You're good.
No, you're good.
No, you're not.
Love means something else in his world.
Yeah. It means plugging a fat ass.
I'm just a piece of shit, just like everybody else.
Go ahead. Where's the nearest friendly?
Tell him, Steve Dave. Is it more difficult to do a clean show?
For me, it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's in working it out. It's fine because, we're still working it.
What about people? How come you haven't moved to make Tell him, Steve Dave cleaner then?
Oh, because I got to keep this shit real. We're not a family. No kids are listening to this. They're on YouTube.
But if it works and it's good for the tenderloins, why can't it be good for us too?
Because I think the tenderloins is like cheesy, family fun. Cheesy.
Would the other guys be upset to hear that they're called cheesy?
Yeah, of course they would.
Because they want to think that they're raw gangsters.
No, I'm kidding.
Right?
I was saying I thought you guys
gangsters.
No, I mean it's
so why
just,
not? Though why can't we try to be a little bit more? Like get more people, man. Get more people to listen.
I don't think
because I see that big and fucking explicit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right next to our podcast every
We
time.
should get rid of it?
I would love to get that explicit eradicated.
All right. Well, it's too late so far for this show.
All right. Let's make why don't we try for a month for February? Clean February.
Oh, I could easily do it.
Yeah, you want to try it?
I'll tell you what. When we started doing Comic Book Men, obviously it was like you guys can't curse, and I felt that the people that cursed the most, which would be me and you, Walt, like that.
Oh, I could turn it off so easy.
Turned it off like it was nothing. And for some reason, Mike, especially Mike, Ming a little bit, but Mike ramped it up so much that I was like, does he have fucking Tourette's or something? Like, why is he cursing so much? It was weird, man. I mean, weird the amount, because he doesn't really curse in real life that much.
Because Mike never intended to be a performer. So he probably doesn't have his act honed, or didn't at the time.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we got our act honed either.
Yeah, we got to hone our act a little bit more.
No, I'm sorry, I interrupted your spot here, though.
Oh, no. So just next...
April 17th.
No. January 17th.
I mean, January 17th.
Next Saturday. We're going to be performing. Yeah,
You're going to be at what kind
Anaheim.
of facility? Anaheim.
Yeah, it's a theater. The first show sold out already. The second show still has tickets available, and there's going to be special celebrity guests at the shows. In the audience, not on the stage. There'll be no celebrities on stage, but we've got.
Can you get lights? Because then we'll come. Me and my daughter will come.
What do you mean, lights?
Yeah, but you can't, and you can even take a picture with her.
That's one of the performers my daughter likes. Her name is Lights.
Oh, lights. Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just want to.
Yeah, can you get Walt and his daughter backstage?
I think I could. Do that.
To the Tenderloins?
Yeah. So yeah, coming out. Ants. It's always good to see you guys at the shows and
now. Let's say it goes so far overboard, and it's just 10-year-olds and geriatrics in the audience. Does that bum you out a little?
That bums me out. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that bums me out. I don't want to play I don't mind the geriatrics. But, I don't want to play. I don't want to play.
I just love that, even clean, the kids or the geriatrics understand the material. What do you say?
This fucking guy,
Grandpa.
There was a possibility that we were going to be booked on the Ellen show.
The Tenderloins?
Yeah, and this fucking guy, I had to live with this. For a week, he was obsessed with me coming out. I would just get texts at 1 in the morning. If you were on the Ellen show, if you get on, are you going to dance? Are you going to come out and dance with her?
Because they all do it.
They all come out and fucking do the shimmy. And then for a week, he was just obsessed with me coming out and dancing with Ellen. And no matter how many times I said no, he would just come up with a new angle to fucking discuss it with. I should find those tweets and those texts.
It would be the ultimate soul-crushing moment when Ellen gets to the stage and you fucking 4 guys are dancing with her as she dances down the aisle with that stupid fucking it's funny because I really can't dance, and you guys are all fucking
just doing the shuffle.
Oh God, I would feel. It might make me cry. It might. Oh, it'd be sad.
I said I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
You said you wouldn't.
Yeah. And then I reneged on it and said the only way I would do it is if we talked about it on Tell 'em Steve Dave and made it.
Turn it into something, right? But I don't think I could do it.
But going back to the 10-year-olds in the audience, though?
Yeah, okay.
You'll have a second life, though. Because when the 10-year-olds grow out of you, they'll always come back to what they love, what they remember fondly
so
about
I won't
their
be
30 years from now, you'll be on a cruise with them. The Impractical Jokers
that's
cruise.
happening. That's happening later this year.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a cruise?
We're doing a cruise. Yeah. We're doing Impractical Jokers.
Why are you fucking wasting your time fucking making patches? Really? What is going on?
Well, you can at least see why he's distracted from making them correctly.
What this chump change of fucking selling patches?
I don't do anything for money, dude. I do it for the love.
Oh, oh my God!
Where are you sailing to? Where's this port that you're leaving from?
The honest truth. Look at the email that I just got at 6:31 p.m. It's all the break. I haven't even looked at it yet. It's all the breakdown on what we would do, and I think that'll be fucking awesome. I think
When's
that
the
was
last time you were on a cruise?
Oh, years, at least 10 years, maybe closer to 15. But I think in a Practical Jokers cruise would be fun.
How are you going to navigate the boat as the celebrity on the boat?
The way that it seems to work is that you have to do, I think it's a 4-day cruise, and you have to do at least a minimum of 3 shows.
Right. So I'm talking about, okay, so you're going to stay in your cabin the rest of the time?
No.
Because you're not going to be able to walk around the boat if you're on a Practical Joker cruise.
Yeah.
And you step out of your cabin to go, I don't know, do whatever it is you want to do to unwind while you're on the cruise. You're not going to be able to do it.
No, I don't think that I would look at it as an unwinding thing. I think you're there for the fans. You have to.
All 4 days?
All 4 days.
Well, it says here it's leaving Miami, but I don't know where it's going to. I'm assuming.
Well, I wouldn't read too many details because I don't even know what's going on.
You want me to cut that out then?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Comic Book Men cruise?
But we get a budget.
Couldn't even cruise a strip.
We get a budget to hire.
Once the show's canceled, that's when we're cruising parks.
They give us a budget to hire acts to come on the cruise to make it a full thing. So maybe we get Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Like as an opening
hire us?
act?
Oh,
Yeah, you guys.
I would do that.
Yeah, would
I
you?
do that.
Oh God, that'd be
would
Wait a
do that
minute.
too.
Where's it? Let's leave him from New York or Miami? you said?
Miami. So you'd have to drive down.
All right. I definitely would consider it.
If you do it, if you agree to do it,
All right.
I will drive with you.
Well, I would drive my family.
I will take a plane and meet you there.
Because it would be great because we could make it a sneaky backdoor Tell 'em Steve Dave cruise.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I'm sure the Tenderloins would love that.
Think of the patch sales. Think of the patch sales.
Can I ask you, have you introduced a patch to the Tenderloins merchandise table?
No, I don't do with any of that stuff.
You guys don't sell merch
No, True TV handles it. True TV has a whole thing.
at your shows?
Yeah, they handle the merch. That was part of the deal.
So you have a representative from True TV at every show you do?
No, we have a tour manager, but he deals with True. Sometimes people buy merchandise. I have no idea what it is.
So you don't have any idea what the merch your guys are making at the shows?
No clue.
Wow.
We get a cut of it, but
Right, but you don't know. Like it could be like something
Network.
really like
why do you,
like a keychain,
I don't think there's keychains yet. I do know they make those fucking
a Chotsky
those
keychain.
Some
Oh
shitty
my
keychain
God,
that would be
those
bracelets. They make those bracelets.
bracelets?
Yeah. They sell well
so-
too.
with the Live
shitty.
Strong bracelets.
That's so
Yeah.
crappy, Q.
Ooh,
Well, dude, this is why I'm making patches for the ants.
I'm rethinking this Miami cruise. I don't be associated with this.
Yeah.
Are they like cup warmers that say Tenderloin?
No, I don't think it goes that
Cozies and shit.
I mean, you want to go on the IJ merch website and see what they have? Let's check it out. This is crazy. They make shirts with my tattoo on them. Can they do that without asking me?
Who did the art?
It's my art.
You drew it?
Is Ming Chen
No.
involved in the merchandising of Tenderloins? Because he thinks he can do whatever he wants.
There's a mug. There's a phone case. There's a hooded sweatshirt. A yellow T-shirt. A pillow. A tote bag with my tattoo on it.
Are you sure this isn't like Cafe Express where they
No,
don't make
this
any
is-
of them
this
until
is the-
until they sell?
This is off the True TV website.
What's with that cat?
That's the tattoo that they gave me
Oh,
on the show. Oh wow!
I thought it was your coyote tat.
No, they don't.
If you got the tat on the show, then yeah, they could use it then.
Well, obviously they can.
I don't
use it.
know. Whoever drew those cats, remember that's like in the what was
Tyson's The Hangover.
the Hangover. The guy who drew Tyson's.
I'm sure they covered that.
No,
No,
was a
they
big
didn't.
lawsuit.
No, I'm sure they covered the one that they're selling right here now.
Oh, they paid for the art. You mean
Yeah.
And they're charging $35
for what? A pillow?
for a pillow.
Christ Almighty! And what does it say? What
I
is
wonder how
it?
many
It's
pillows.
my tattoo exactly. 38 lives alone, has 3 cats.
Throw pillow? Wow!
Yeah,
Somebody bought it though.
Well,
People
I don't know.
are. Somebody out there is
Yeah.
buying that stuff.
that's my tattoo.
I see it. Yeah.
Holy shit!
What's that say?
So you can see why I'm here fucking shilling patches, right? I mean, by the way, anybody who's listening to this, go buy that. Throw a pillow because I get about 2 cents.
Decorate
off
your
that.
house.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
guys are a fucking monolithic
I know
corporation.
they
bro.
really are, man. They're a fucking industry.
Why? What do you think it is? Why do you think
Why what?
there's no tote bags with Mike and Ming or my face on it, or Mike's tat or Ming's tat?
Oh, why does
Why is it? Why doesn't it
AMC
translate?
why does AMC not put out any merchandise with us?
You could be on. You could be brutal. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a.
This asshole just found out he has merchandise.
Yeah, I know. Well, you were asking
How
me.
would he
I'm
know?
Fucking, if it's not patch related, I don't have an answer. What does that say?
Pranks before pride.
Oh, God.
He's proud now.
Just if you go back and listen, forget it. Just forget it.
What?
To just the course of Tell 'em Steve Dave. I wonder if you could hear my soul dying from episode to episode. Like if you made a flip book, you can. You think so?
Yeah, people have told me they can.
Yeah. Oh, God. So,
I said it earlier.
so you see why I throw myself into like passion projects like patches and vinyls and stuff like that because it's stuff that I love. And and the Four Color Demons, like I was telling Brian on the phone today, like I think it's awesome. Like I think it's a real fun idea. And if I wasn't making it, I would be a fan of the idea of a motorcycle club for comic book geeks. I love the idea.
As soon as I top off my blood and I'm more straight headed, we were talking to about getting like an official website, where we can, Q wants to do something with Etchingham. And there's a guy, I can't remember his name right now. My memory has really like I didn't bring it up, but my blood loss thing is I'm back to a fucking half a tank. I'm back to exactly where I started. It makes me forget things and I'm not clear headed. But there's a guy who does. I know you've seen them. They're like he'll take whatever we talked about that week, and it'll be a single panel. And then he'll draw. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah. And awesome. I had an idea for a strip that I want to do like weekly involving that dude.
Yeah. Walt, do you remember that old comic strip that I did for Movie Poop Shoot, The Adventures of Superior Woman's Girlfriend? About the guy who finds out that his girlfriend's a superhero. Yeah. You had done some. I still have the original artwork that you did for it, the engineer, and you did a battle scene for me. I dug all that out recently. Ming actually helped me. He went through the old Movie Poop Shoot files and got a bunch of the artwork.
Oh, yeah? And why? It's not online anymore?
No, it hasn't been online. That was fucking 12 years ago.
Wow.
That's how long ago that was. And I reached out to Robert Etchingham, who did our Tell 'em Steve Dave, and we're going to do a few shorts based on Superior Woman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited by that. I don't know. So I gotta find things to do while they fucking make pillows with my cats on them and shit like that.
Pride before pillows.
Oh God.
Yeah, pride before pillows.
Yeah, and Etchingham was surprisingly happy to hear from me, as opposed to
you would have thought he wouldn't.
Well, I mean, we haven't really talked to him in a while, so I didn't know if he was.
What's there to talk about though?
I don't know. We still talk to, get him. So maybe
he's the Bruce Jenner of animation.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, it was good animation, but it wasn't like he was a national hero because he fucking made some shorts.
That's where you and I disagree, my friends. I thought his shorts made him a national hero. Anyway, yeah, he's
back in the Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Back in the fold, baby.
All right, let's cut it right there. And then next week we will continue this conversation.
If we cut it right there, I know it's kind of a downer episode with your cap. I did want to get your thoughts on another downer, though.
Is it an animal?
Really?
Is it an animal?
You know his fate.
I mean, if it's a child,
it's a corporation.
If it's a human, she doesn't care. But
it's a corporation, but it's still sad.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave, part 2 of whatever last week's title was. Mm-hmm. Q's off. I'm
in L.A. as we speak.
He's in L.A. He's a player.
I have a show. I have a show this Saturday.
Yeah, he is a player.
Well,
come on. If you had told us only one of us is going to become a player, you would have picked him.
Well, if you remember correctly, Kevin Smith described me as the third banana. And then the fourth
banana. I really doubt he said third banana.
Yeah. He's fairly eloquent when he speaks.
Well, he's lived in LA for a while, so he lost that accent.
He doesn't throw R's around that indiscriminately.
Yeah, so I don't know that the public would agree with you, Walter.
That you're not the player?
Yeah.
Out of the Tell 'em Steve Dave crowd?
Not only is he the player, but drop the R, and he's also the player. Tell 'em Steve Dave.
It's funny because I would say play a player. I would drop the R without you making it.
Why don't you just embrace it, though? Why are you so reluctant when it's so fucking obvious?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just fucking Patches, man. I'm just Patches.
I'm going to LA. I'm going to see DC. I'm going to. I'm making.
So I bought a plane ticket to go someplace that anybody else can.
And you're getting private tours.
I have my own cruise ship.
I keeps it real, Walter.
I haven't Captain O'Tonnell perform a solo concert for me. Just for me.
I was like, yo, assholes, sing.
Played that flute, Cap.
They broke up. That doesn't it like sometimes make you wonder, like when you see
they
couples
divorced?
who have been, like couples that have been together for the longest time, and you see them divorce, and you're like, it's just There's really no.
That upsets you?
Yeah.
It makes me happy.
Really?
Captain and Tennille divorced?
Not that they specifically broke up, but
Let me
late
make sure
life,
that my information is correct.
late life divorces make me happy for the people who are getting divorced, because most likely it wasn't like they were just like, you know what, we have a few years left in life. Let's just go our separate way, have some new experiences.
There's a huge segment where like, who the fuck are Captain and Tennille? I think they jumped the shark when they started talking about Captain and Tennille.
No, I agree with you, Q. You're right in that respect, but I'm talking about there is a level of melancholy because it shatters yet another thing that I held as perfect.
Captain and Tennille.
Like that, it looked like they were hit it big.
All right.
And then faded just like everything seems to. And they remained together and performed even for like crowd of like 10.
Right.
And it's not even like it's not like Kanye and fucking Kim. It's just like they literally were like, love will keep us together.
Yeah, it wasn't as crass as like
Right.
I'm sure a Conway West song is.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause I don't know if I've ever heard one, but I imagine love means something else in his world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means plugging a fat ass.
Not in the captain's world.
No.
I mean that. It
No,
was
the
about,
captain was
like,
respectful.
treating a princess like a princess.
Tennille filed
What year?
January 16th, 2014, after 39 years of marriage.
39 years.
Well,
He was unaware until he was served with the divorce papers it was even going to happen. It referenced health insurance or health issues, and she had written on her blog that his neurological condition, similar to Parkinson's, was characterized by such extreme tremors he could no longer play keyboards. Now, is she like, look, the guy's like fucking...
I need to find a new captain to keep the act up.
Yeah, man, he can't he can't commandeer this ship anymore. Their box springs are in better shape than mine.
Oh man,
39 years.
Like you couldn't. You just couldn't keep it up, the facade any longer. I mean, it makes it sound a lot harsher though that she's like, I can't deal with the disease. I can't deal with his tremors.
Yeah.
Tremors.
That's so weird. I saw Suzanne writing down the same exact thing earlier today. So wait a second. So
Love will
she
keep
was
us together. What was some of the other hits? Muskrat Love.
Muskrat Love.
This was a little before
do
my time.
that to me one more time.
You've had to play that
If
song.
you
Definitely.
can.
Right? Oh, like light a few candles, throw on the
With all
captain.
those tremors.
Yeah, what's up? The only thing I really knew about them, although I definitely do recognize that song, is the fucking captain hat and the flute.
and her hair. Her hair was
Did you ever
fucked.
play the flute? I think you're thinking
No.
of Jethro Tull, bro.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, he played the keyboards, right?
I don't know if he ever
So
played
that's
the
how little I know. Captain is
Sitting on a park bench.
Let me see.
Now that I am divorced,
Oh, I thought he had a flute.
hands shaking, nobody loves
I'm
me.
going to follow that up with another.
Yeah, so last week, while you promised us a downer, let's.
Now, I'm not sure if it's
I
nationwide.
don't know if it's more downer than Captain and Tennille getting divorced, but
I don't know if it's nationwide, but my family was stunned to learn with almost no forward, like no prior knowledge
Okay.
that
our local Friendlies was closed down. I don't think there's any Friendlies around anymore.
the one in Middletown. Oh God, I can't believe. Well, first off, here's Captain and Tennille in Happier Times.
Oh, she was pretty.
Yeah.
That was fucking 40 years ago. Yeah, she was pretty.
So friendly.
First off, the Friendlies he's talking about, I don't
had
know
to-
how anyone could eat there. The second you
Is it
walked in,
disgusting?
it smelled of fucking
Yeah.
mold and
Smelled
mildew.
of chicken fingers and
No.
French fries.
As if they had been spilled on the floor, not cleaned up for fucking 10 years. It was mildew.
Every
and
Friendlies I've
musty
ever
and-
been to was sticky and gross.
Yeah.
Like there's just
Oh.
chocolate
That was,
sauce
but
everywhere.
that was
No.
just kids. That was just chill.
Yeah,
that was
kids are
just
gross.
joy.
You've brought the kids there for as long as I can remember.
But
Friendly's
you know
was
what?
big.
And again, I'm guilty. Just as I'm just a piece of shit, just like everybody else.
Go ahead.
I treated Friendlies just like we treated Bruce Jenner.
Right.
The kids got a little older and they didn't want to go to Friendlies anymore, so we stopped going. And now we never went back and had our last meal at Friendlies
Oh.
because it's gone.
Do you remember your last meal at Friendly's? Like, do you?
I can
recall?
remember, and we didn't appreciate it.
Really, you were like,
We were
this
kind of like,
place
I don't.
stinks.
I was like, I think I got to go home. I got a stomach ache.
From Friendly's.
Yeah, but
It was grotesque. I'm not
I
fucking
hated
kidding
Friendly's.
around.
I was always like, it's so gross in here.
it was. But you know what? It was. We spent so many dinners there, so many lunches there. There is a level of sadness. I can't explain it that it's not there anymore.
No, I understand that. Is the
wait a
building
second,
still there,
though.
though?
So what? It's not Friendlies though.
Yeah, but you could sell enough patches, bro. You could buy that building and fucking open up Walt's Friendlies.
Walt burned it down. He's convicted of
It'll
arson.
never. I don't want to own it. I just want to walk in there.
If I'm not mistaken, though, if you keep going up 35, there's one to the right up in Keyport.
Oh, Hazlitt.
Hazlitt, yeah. Isn't there one still there?
I don't think it's there anymore. I think it's
Oh,
You want me to
they're
look it
gone
up?
too?
if it's
Well,
still
that one
there,
would have been
if
out of
it's
your
still
way.
there, no, that would be a great Christmas present for. I don't know if my family's aware of that.
So you're going to wait till Christmas to tell them?
No, I'm going to go home tonight and be like, guys, I know that we thought we messed up, but we can. It won't be our Friendlies, but it will be a Friendlies.
I'm gonna
Right.
ask Siri.
All right.
Where is the closest Friendlies?
Looking for restaurants named Friendlies.
Oh, all
It might-
right.
Closest
it just-
restaurant is Friendlies.
Is that-
Located
is that the one that
4.2
just
miles to your
closed?
north. Let me know if you want to know
Yeah, that's the
more
one that's
information.
closed. It closed Monday.
Oh,
No,
Siri.
it closed.
Siri, you
It
fucking
closed
cunt.
Saturday,
It closed Saturday.
and we didn't know about it until the next day, or else we would have went to. I don't know though. I would have been scared though. I did think this. Would you be comfortable eating food of a restaurant you knew that they knew they were closing?
No, here's the reviews.
Check out
This guy
Yelp.
says he gave 3 stars. He goes, would be 5 if they ever decided to keep the place clean. It's time to shape up. Not very happy. After coming here as a kid, I thought I would bring my son for lunch. My soup was tasteless and lukewarm. My salad was thrown together. My son said that his grilled cheese was cold. How do you mess up grilled cheese? We both got sundaes and they were delicious. I guess I am just going to stick to the ice cream.
Yeah. So
here.
let's fucking show me a restaurant that doesn't have some asshole go on and fucking complain. No.
You want to look up the secret stashes?
Oh, I'm sure they're just. I'm sure.
We know
there's-
for a fact people have fucking.
Yeah, so
Oh, they
come on,
have?
man.
All right, all
I mean,
right.
that's just the way. That's just the way of the world. I mean, it doesn't take away though that they were an institution in Middletown.
Walt, do you find yourself in Metuchen often?
Why? It's the Hazlitt one's gone.
Hazlitt one is gone.
Oh,
The closest one, a little bit closer though, Old Bridge.
Old Bridge.
Yeah.
You know what though? Friendly sells, like if you go to the supermarket, they have like frozen food and an ice cream line.
Yeah.
Why don't you have like a Friendly's night in your house every once in a while?
I think
What,
you're
just
missing
ice
the
cream?
point.
Yeah, just make it like a family thing. You know what I
Get some
mean?
cold grilled cheese going.
No, it's,
Some tasteless soup.
it will never be the same. You can't walk in there
Right.
and be ignored at the front counter waiting to be seated.
Yeah.
Seated.
Right. And then when they do seat you, they will seat you like even though you're the only other party, they'll seat you right next to the other party.
I'm not saying it was good. I don't have illusions that it was good because it really wasn't. It's
about nostalgia, right?
Boy, it was
Yeah.
a lot of. We spent thousands of dollars in Friendlies,
Yeah.
all because they had ice cream. If they didn't have ice cream, they never would have wanted to go.
Wow. Yeah, that Friendlies has been there a very long time.
It's a lesson, though, Q. Nothing lasts forever.
Oh yeah, I knew that. You didn't know that?
Well, it's a reminder.
It's a sobering reminder that nothing lasts forever.
Yeah. So you fucking
it
take
if you
joy
got
in
it.
those pillows and fucking
somehow-
keychains you guys are selling.
Somehow Stacy's eyes are still dry on that one.
We, speaking of nostalgia, Q and I went and got dinner the other day and visited a place you and I had gone many, many, many times together. The old hobby shop in Matawan.
You ate at the Jester's Court?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that place stay in business and Friendlies is gone?
It was.
I don't
It's
know.
been there forever.
It was clean.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I've never been in there, but like it's so out of the way and it's so
It's such a weird plaza.
Yeah,
for
it's such
it
a
was-
weird
Pretty
little
packed
location.
too. Actually, I will say this: when we opened the door to go in, I was like, "What the fuck are we walking into?" It's
What
ugly.
made you go there?
Well, we met.
Frank 3. We met. Q and I met halfway to get dinner, and we asked Frank 3 because he lives up in that area where to eat, and he recommended some pizza place that's right in that same plaza. And when we walked in, it was fucking packed. There was not one seat, so we were like, "Fuck it," and we went over. And when we passed the hobby shop, I said, "This is the hobby shop that Walt used to go to when he was a kid to get books and
Yeah,
stuff."
I worked there for 2 days.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
What happened?
Ever tell the story?
I don't think so. I don't think you ever told the story. It is fucking genius. Really? I don't think you ever told it. Yeah, this
You didn't
is.
even
is my
say
first
this when
job.
We were there.
I forgot about it until he mentioned it.
I loved the hobby shop. And the hobby shop, if I paint a picture, it came on my radar in 1982.
Okay.
My mom saw in a local newspaper saw that there was a flea market-esque kind of place in that plaza where I think now is a auto repair shop. There was like an old-fashioned kind of flea market that you don't really see anymore, indoor flea market. And this guy and this comic book guy and this baseball card guy had stands in this little flea market, and they pooled their resources and they rented in the same plaza an open store, and they opened up the hobby shop
Okay.
selling beautiful trains. They had a beautiful display of trains.
Oh yeah, I had an encounter with that.
We had erections over the train. We were so impressed by
Erections?
the trains. Yeah, pretty much. That we were like, we both said when we get bigger places, we're going to start doing model railroading.
Yeah.
Because
Really?
it looked so cool.
That's
some
an
of the
old
shit.
man's. That's an
Well,
old man's hobby.
My grandfather had an unbelievable. He had like a
Point proven.
Yeah, he had like a movie in his basement. It's a
Yeah.
brownstone in Brooklyn. It was 20 feet wide, and he put detail. It looked like you were looking at a town. And then my father has one as well, and my nephew's starting to get into it and stuff. So we went over and they have a huge setup there.
You're lucky. You're lucky. You got patch money because that's not an inexpensive hobby either.
Oh, it is
Holy
not.
shit! We were looking at like
$500
the
for a
engine was
fucking locomotive.
$500.
Yeah,
I was
I mean-
like, that's for the entire set, right? They're like, no, it's just for that engine.
And the guy, do I tell my annoyance story? Or do we?
Yeah, he was mistreated.
Who was you? Were?
Me, yeah.
Why?
Because I went to
Because they didn't know who you were.
No, yeah. I just stood there and waited, and nobody said anything.
Where's the nearest friendly?
I went in and I was like, and I have this thing for Santa Fe trains because that was one of the
Grandpa's trains?
Yeah, Grandpa's trains. So they have a little used glass case, and there was a Santa Fe boxcar. And so I went to the guy and I go, do you have any? I said, I'm going to take that boxcar. It was $25. It wasn't bad. I'm going to give it to my nephew. But I took it up. I go, do you have any other Santa Fe trains in the new ones? And the guy goes, it's a popular line. There's got to be some in there. And I was like, all right. I was like, just could you show me where they are because you're closing in 5 minutes. And he was like, he goes, there's 200 trains. I can't know where they all are. And I look at it, and Walt, it's 3 display cases of trains. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, I'll buy one if you have one. And he's like, they're numbered. I don't know the numbers of all the trains. So I was like, all right. I was like, I'll just take the fucking $25 one. But it was I was like, this guy's a real piece of shit. And then on the way out, I complained to the manager.
Yeah.
Which I rarely do.
In all fairness, they were closing in like 5 minutes, and Q
I
was
said
fucking
that, though.
browsing shit.
No, I wasn't browsing. I was asking for a specific item. Yeah, I was asking for a specific item, and the guy was like, his answer was this 200 trains. I can't possibly know what that is.
The other interesting thing.
What do you think of that as a shop proprietor?
I would have to say that I wouldn't be happy if somebody treated a potential buyer like that. I'd be like, just go look for the train, humor the guy.
Right.
Maybe he might buy one.
Not might. I said if you have one, I will buy one, and he just waved me off.
Did you buy one?
I just bought the used one. I didn't go look at it. I was like, fuck this guy. I'm not buying it.
It was just before or after Christmas.
After Christmas. This was like 3 days ago.
Hugh, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I don't know if I can convey. I've talked about it. Every year we go out Christmas light driving.
Yes.
I picked Madawan, and I picked Madawan strictly because it brings me such joy to remember back driving to Matawan because I know I was going to the hobby shop. I would take a certain route. My mom would take a certain route there, and I would look at these houses that were behind the hobby shop.
Right.
And I would say, when I get a job, when I get married, I want to move. I want to live behind the hobby shop because I love this place so much.
Okay.
Look at a dumpster. He would fucking, I'm not even fucking kidding around. Like, we lived in Highlands. He would drive all the way up there because it was like rather than 10% off here, he would get 12% off there. And, I thought at the time, I'm like, this is an insane person. Like, he's losing more in gas. But
Right.
it took a little bit of time to figure out. It's not really about the percentage. It was really about that
The hobby shop.
nostalgic.
This store meant everything to me. It was like it's all I look forward to at times during the week.
Well, that's good, dude. Friendlies
Right.
is gone, but the hobby shop remains.
I'm talking about as a younger child. I'm talking about this. My family's not in the picture, so like this is like 12, 13.
Right.
I live to go to this store on Saturday mornings.
That's beautiful. Well, don't Bruce Jenner it. It's still there. Like you
It's
should
still
go,
there,
right.
okay, but it's a lesson though. It's because I got too close.
He
Oh,
did.
you started to work there, right?
got
So,
too close.
Like, I'm talking about, I adored this place with every fiber. I mean, I just so happy. Wake up Saturday, we're going to the hobby shop. We're taking a ride there. I'm going to get my books for the week. Like I said, I want to even move. I had a street that I want to live on.
Called Hobby Shop.
No, it was behind the
going
hobby
all
shop. A beautiful little neighborhood right behind it. And it didn't work out, but I graduated high school. I don't know if you know this, but I didn't get my license until years after I graduated.
Yeah,
so
I
my
did
mom
know
was
that.
still driving me to the hobby shop.
Oh, here comes that nice lady and her retarded son. You bought me comic, Bobby. I live in Hobby Shop.
So my mom was still driving me there, and I'm buying my books, and there's a sign on the door that says "Help Wanted." And I told my mom, like, I'm going to apply for this job, and she's like, "How? You don't drive? How are you going to get here every day?" I was like, "Well, can you drive me?"
How old are you? You're probably
I'm 18.
at the very youngest 18. It might be a little older.
Can't you drive me to work every day?
What are you doing? You're so busy.
So I go in. I go in and
It's so sad.
but I was happy though.
No, that's good. That's good.
And they knew who I was since I've been coming here. And right off the bat, I go, "I'd like to apply for the job." I'm thinking they're going to
gonna rip the
they're
sign
going
right out
they're
the
going to
window?
pick me up on their shoulders, and they're going to parade me around. And they're going to be like, "We have found the successor. We have found the
Can't
man."
be only
They're going to say, "Found the man who is going to lead them into the next millennium."
Of hobbying.
Right? But I was waiting for that reaction. It did come as they're like, "All right, we're going to have the guy who did the baseball cards at this point had brought out the comic book
Noticed
guy.
in the application, he's like, I see you left your driver's license number blank. I was just wondering.
and your one reference is your mother.
And us.
I didn't have anybody. It was my first job. It was the first time I ever did on a interview for a job.
Okay. Do you remember what you wore to it or no?
It was summertime.
Okay.
So I know it was probably a metal shirt.
Okay.
Probably Motley Crue.
Oh, all right. Nice.
I have my hair. I look like I should be. I look like definitely I should be.
You should be a roadie for lights.
Yeah. Right.
Right, okay.
So that right there, I'm like, but that doesn't matter. I go, okay, I may not look like the model employee,
All right.
but all my knowledge, all my skills
Right.
is in my knowledge, not how I look. But so I totally disregard that. And they said they want to have an interview with the guy who's the owner, and he's going to take me in the back, and he's going to talk to me. And I'm like, I don't think anything is going. I'm still thinking that like the red carpet's back there.
Right.
You know, the fucking they already got my gold watch because I know I'm going to be here for 50 years. Right?
You want to have your retirement party, the court jester. We got to plan this now.
And so he sits down, he starts talking to me, and he goes, "Okay, so we know you know your comics, we know you like the comics, but what else do you know about retail?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I really don't know much about the models you guys have. I'm into sports, though. I mean, I don't know the values of the cards or anything, but I know all the players. I know all the lingo." And he goes, "All right." And so he almost reluctantly gives me the job. He's not happy about it. It doesn't sound like. He's almost like, well, I don't want to lose this customer too, right?
Right.
I think it was like, I'm like, I don't want to tell this customer who's been coming here. If I tell him no, I'm going to lose him as a customer.
Right.
So he gives me the job, and he goes, "All right, you could start tomorrow." And he goes, and I go, "What do you want me to wear?" He goes, "I don't care what you wear, but no polo shirts." And I laughed.
This is awesome.
And I laughed, and I go, "That's okay. I don't have any polo shirts." And he goes, "I'm not kidding around." He goes, "Don't wear a polo shirt to work, or you're going to go home." And I go, "I'm not kidding around. I don't have a polo shirt." I said, "So you don't have to worry about it."
Did you ever find out what the fuck?
I had no idea what
Like
that
a
was
polo
about. That
shirt
stuck
kill
with,
his
that's the
family?
mystery. That's like if his dying words, like those, he took that to his grave because he's
Right.
dead
That's
now.
like Rosebud. Polo shirt. Fucking dies. Does he still? All right, we'll get to that later.
So I told my mom, she's waiting for me in the
Because if
car.
he still works there, we gotta call him.
No, he died.
Oh,
This will go on even to more, even a current story.
Okay.
Walt set a fire. Smoked him out.
So I go out to the car, and I'm fucking walking 17 inches above the pavement because I got the job, and I
Right.
go and sit down in the car.
How
and
much did
tell
it pay? Do you remember?
Your mother's like, fuck. Now I got to drive him every day.
I think it was
At that time,
$6.75.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
wait, if you're talking,
It was 1986, 87.
you're probably
86.
talking for something.
Yeah,
then.
$4 and
675 seems very high for that.
I thought it was. I thought I was going to be.
When I started working, it was like $5.40 or something was the minimum wage.
You might be right, though.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
you might be right though, because I don't think these guys were
No,
giving
not
it.
giving
So
you more.
you're probably right. It didn't matter. I didn't care if they could have said like,
Fucking
"I'll pay
hobby
you in
shop.
comics."
Hobby shop, baby.
Yeah, I mean,
I got
I'm going to be going to the place that I love day after day.
You think this is how Chief felt when he got the job here?
I don't know. I think Mike liked the place, but I don't know if he had the same level of obsessive
Just reverence for it.
yeah,
Okay.
that I had. So I get there, and I'm thinking the whole night I can't even sleep the night before because I'm like, I'm gonna like sort the comics. I'm gonna price the comics. I'm gonna put out the comics when they come in. It's all gonna be comics action, 24/7. It's like everything I ever wanted, right?
Right.
And the first thing you do when I get in is walk around the store and get yourself acclimated to where everything is. So I walk around, and of course, like I'm fucking 18. I'm a dickhead. So I'm like, so I go back and like within 15 minutes, all right, I did it. And he goes, "Where's this?" And I go, I don't know. Just go walk around again. And they're really rude about it.
Wow.
And I'm like,
I recall
Still
this.
not ready to get
I
shaken yet.
recall his this guy's demeanor being like not too friendly.
and I'm like, wow, I can't believe they're being this jerky already. So, but I'm not going to let it shake me. So I walk around again, and I'm like, and I come back, and he goes, and he just goes, here, and he hands me a feather duster, but he puts the feather duster, like the part that has all the dust on it, he puts it on my chest.
Oh my god. A fucking asshole.
So he goes,
I don't want to live here. I want to move.
so, oh, wait a minute. This wasn't my first job. I had worked at the Food Town in Seabright
Okay.
before this. And
They abuse you there too?
Yeah, they did. I wasn't a good experience either. But anyway, so it was my second job. So I have to go dust models, like the models that are in saran wrap, like airplanes
Sure.
and subs.
That's so crazy. What do you recall feeling when he put the fucking feather duster?
And I was
on
like,
you?
what do you? I mean, hey, it's got to be
It's like, you
expected.
just fucking got dust all over my polo, asshole.
I figured, he's not going to let me. He's got to give me some menial stuff. I got to prove myself.
Sure. Okay.
So I start dusting everything, and it's like 12:30, and he goes, "Go take lunch." He goes, and there's a pizza parlor right in that plaza. That's probably the one Frank was telling me about.
Danitos.
And he goes, and as I'm walking out, he goes, "Do me a favor." He goes, "When you come back from lunch, let's lose the attitude." And that's right there when I was just like, it shattered. Like, I knew it. I couldn't go back. I was just like, I can't go back. This guy's treating me not well.
Shit.
So I call my mom. I was like, "Can you come get me?" She goes, "I just dropped you off." I goes, "I quit." She goes, "You quit?" "Oh, for Christ's sake." She goes, "So you didn't even last a day?"
Holy shit.
So I'm in there and I'm getting pizza, waiting for my mom to come. And a regional manager from the previous place where I worked happened to just be in that pizza parlor. This is in Seabright.
heartbreaking.
The food town I worked at was in Seabright, which is 10 miles away from Mattawan?
Okay.
Easily 10 miles.
Easily.
Yeah.
So this guy would only visit, and when he visited the stores, people were on edge. He was a
Sure.
bigwig.
Of course, I remember Blockbuster. when
He was a big.
yeah,
He had gigantic watch, and he had nice bracelets, and he looked like
patches on his jacket.
Yeah. I had seen him in the store, and I remember one time he talked to me about something, either it was Devils related or football related. He saw me have something on, and he asked me about something. He talked to me. And so when I saw him in the Food Town, he was with a whole bunch of other Food Town bigwigs. And I said, "Oh, hey, man, what's up?" And he looked at me, and he laughed to his friends, to his other bigwigs. And he goes like shook his head like, "I don't know this guy."
Fuck is going on?
Double whammy.
God.
And I just sat there, and I was just like, wow.
Oh, I remember you telling me that day he came back, he was like, "You're not going to believe what happened." And just the fucking brush off as if it was almost like high school where like you were friends with somebody in elementary school, and then when everybody goes to junior high, you're like, "Hey, friend," and they're like, "I'm part of the cool clique. I don't know this douche,"
Oh, dude. That is
And I
depressing.
didn't.
I gotta say, it did seem like you didn't really give a fuck.
You
Though.
didn't care?
Back to what about him blowing me off?
Yeah.
No, it was to me. It was more devastating to be like, I thought I had the job I was going to stay at for the rest of my life, and it was gone within less than 6 hours.
Did you go back in to officially quit?
No, I never went back. I never went back.
Done that to a couple of jobs.
And I never went back for years.
I think I did that to Kevin. I came in and handed my credit card to you and then just drove off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a bad time.
But I didn't go back for years. I didn't go into that store.
Of course.
And something happened. I went back in because I needed a book. I was desperate times, calls for desperate measures. Something was sold out everywhere I was going. I was like, I got to swallow my pride. I got to go back in. And that guy's wife,
He happened to be wearing a polo, so he went in bare chested.
she was behind the counter, and I came up and brought it, and she was very nice to me.
Did she remember you?
She remembered me, but she didn't mention it. She didn't bring
Right.
it up. She just was very nice and cordial, and
Well, now you're back to being a
reopened
customer.
the lines. All right, well, I could go back in there. I wouldn't go back in there on a regular basis, but I didn't feel so uncomfortable. I couldn't go back in there.
Okay, so she handled it well.
She did.
Right.
Flash forward now, stash is established, and we got the this is just like the last couple months.
Okay.
I got a call from somebody who says they're an employee there. This is I'm getting secondhand information, and that the owners, either one of them has passed and the other one is doing so poorly in health that they're struggling, and they need our help.
Okay.
And I'm like, I go home and I tell my wife, I'm like, I got the strangest call. Well, actually, I didn't take
Help
it.
how?
Mike took the call one time, and Mark took the call from somebody who said that they told me was an employee and that they needed help. That they don't know what to do, and that the place isn't doing well, and they need the Stash's help or the comic book man help.
Okay.
And so I go home and tell my wife, I was like, "It's a chance to go full circle, man. It's a chance to turn it around and help the place that I adored for so long."
Right.
Right?
But this is,
So
I
I've
haven't
come
heard
up-
the name Hobby Shop.
I'm braid scheming. I'm going all that night. I'm going, what can we do? And so I know that they're the competition somewhat. You know, I still got to break that mindset. But I'm like, you know what? They mean too much to me from a point in my life where they gave me a lot of happiness.
Okay.
I could bring something back. So maybe we could do something. And I'm thinking like, they want the comic book man to come and do a signing, right?
Can we call it Jay and Silent Bob's Hobby Shop?
And I don't know what they want. So I tell Mike and Mark, I was like, if that guy calls back, I definitely want to talk to him.
Right.
So I go to get lunch, and lo and behold, that guy calls, and they get more information out of him. And he's not an employee. He's just a customer. He has no idea if they're doing well. And he just thought it would be nice to have both stores kind of like do some sort of cross promotion.
Fucking idiot.
But I was ready to step up for that.
I know, that was nice of you. Do you think that the woman still works there? The wife?
I think the wife is the one who's in I think the man passed away, and I think now she's in very, very poor health. If I'm to believe this customer who called.
I gotta know why no polo shirts. I gotta call the store.
No, actually, and I know that in the past, aunts have, and I thought it was cool what they've called the other store that I had problems with, Amazing Stories.
Oh yeah, this is not.
This is not a case. These people just don't. That regime is long gone.
Well, the fucking guy running the train section there could use a tweak or two. I'll tell you that.
I would really hope that no one bugs them. They don't need that. No one needs to be. I mean, I know that.
I mean, he didn't recognize.
I mean, they
the
didn't
show.
fucking push a fucking duster into your chest,
No,
did they?
no, they did not. No,
So
they did not.
it's all right.
All right, well,
Just let it go.
But can we? Would you mind if I launched a minor investigation,
Into
broke
the
out
polo
the
shirts?
blazer, and found that out? Or do you think it's better left a mystery?
I think that's one of those mysteries that people that I really wouldn't want solved.
really would have solved.
Because it's like if it's one of those ones that like I still remember it to this day.
Right. All right. We'll let it lie, man. But it's gonna eat me tonight while I'm trying to sleep.
What were you going to say before that, Brian?
Oh, geez, I forget now.
You had somebody contact you and tell you why Tell 'em Steve Dave jumped the shark.
Oh, this guy. He's getting all fucking out of sorts for some
How are
reason.
you talking to him?
Via Twitter. Okay, after listening for years about the time you guys got super self-promotional and seemed to lose respect for the fans, as Kev once put it, seemed to be a job and it wasn't fun to listen to. So I wrote, there was a time when we respected the fans, memory doesn't serve. And then he
Which is
said,
a joke, by the way.
Yeah, that's a joke.
It's just to anybody listening whose panties are in a bunch.
Well, I'm sure this is the only guy who wouldn't get it.
Okay.
Back when there was a little more humbleness, yeah, you guys were floored by the participation of fans.
What are you talking about? I just included last week, and it got a rave response. Somebody sent in a rap. Do we plug in at the end of the show? I mean, I'm always constantly including things from fans.
So years later, we should still be floored that people like our stuff, and which of us isn't humble? I flat out hate myself. Walt refuses any and all compliments. Q is the king of self-deprecation. So, huh?
Right.
He says, this bullshit, the drama. I gave an honest opinion and you're getting defensive. I wouldn't have said shit if Quinn hadn't asked for that specifically. To which I said, how am I being defensive? I asked a simple question. I'm not defensive. Because to be defensive, I would have
You would
to.
have been like, fuck you, buddy. You're an asshole.
Or I would have to care.
Yeah, we shouldn't ask that question. It's inevitable.
But if you stopped listening, then I wonder why he still follows.
So do we not
Twitter.
want to call this guy then? Do we want to leave this?
Wait, what did this other guy say again?
He said he stopped listening around episode 213.
That's pretty recent, though.
And it was because of something specific, right?
He didn't say. That's why I thought maybe we should.
Oh,
we should give him a
213.
ring.
All right.
213.
So that's deep in, man. Yeah, I think we need to ask him.
All right. Let me.
We got to find out.
Do we have a pen?
Need a
Maybe
pen?
we can
I have to
do
write
something
down his
different.
number.
Many people
Thanks,
say, in fact, 99% of the people are saying, we have not jumped the shark. We can still get worse.
That's the best way. That's the Tell 'em Steve Dave spin. All right. So,
Jump the shark when episodes were focused on how and when to place ads.
oh come on, the ads are like some of our best parts.
You quickly moved on and have been rocking ever since. We both work for different networks.
yeah.
And networks generally give you something around Christmas time. I didn't know.
Oh, we could discuss it.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna call Eric, right?
First, we're going to call Eric.
You want to do that first?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I hope he's fucking not a boring chud.
Well, if he's a boring chud, he gets cut.
Okay.
And he'll know he's a boring chud because I'm going to leave this part in.
There we go.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Eric, you chud. This
You
is,
little chud.
This is Tell 'em Steve Dave, buddy. We were trying to call and get you on, but you didn't answer. So better luck next time. Well, you don't listen anymore, so I guess you won't even hear this. Oh well.
Yeah, well, he'll hear his
voicemail.
well, maybe this will bring him back. Maybe we need to call everyone
That ever left?
who left and said we jumped the shark,
I don't have enough minutes on
and
my
then they'll
plan
want to hear.
for that.
Well, we tried to get that one to come back, and you remember, and
All right.
she wouldn't come back.
Goodbye, Eric.
Oh yeah, we didn't try that hard.
All right.
What else was I going to write? Oh, I forgot about the other Christmas thing. Q enjoyed this story. When we were at Pam's house, it was the family, and Hunter is my nephew. He's 18. He has a girlfriend who's 17, and
This is funny.
I guess his girlfriend wanted a specific pair of Uggs boots that are very high demand, low supply. You literally have to order them from Australia, since that's where they make them. So he searched high and low. He couldn't find them in America. He went out of his way to get them from Australia, and it took like a good couple months to
He's in love.
make. Oh God, you have no idea. This makes me want to.
He's a young Brian Johnson.
He is.
You would have went. You would have went to Australia for your girl too. For
I would have
Uggs.
walked to Australia to get this shit like an asshole.
You would have.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, you don't have to walk. Fuck you. I'm walking. I'm in love.
Oh, you think she's not good enough for me to walk? But totally like muskrat love type shit. So he goes out of his way to get these boots for her, and it was expensive and time consuming. And so Christmas morning she spends with her family. They see each other in the afternoon, and it comes out that her grandmother got her the exact same pair of boots
Before he gives them to her.
before he was able to give them to her. She gave him, the grandma gave them to her that morning.
Wait, it gets better. Well,
The Johnsons, that cloud just doesn't ever leave.
No,
Does it?
no.
It's unbelievable.
It is a black cloud that has been there for generations.
It's like, when is that cloud going to lift?
You would have thought by now.
when's my time?
You would have hoped by now. But so she opens up the boots, and
He gave them to her still?
he gave them to her anyway, and I don't know why, but he gave them to her anyway.
Probably
I
his
think
only gift for her.
probably, yeah, because they were expensive. Probably, and also to show like
I tried.
I tried.
I did it.
I really tried, and he was I would like to think not, but I might have been as pussified as fucking he was, like the sad fucking mug and shit, and
Oh dear.
like hugging and like it's okay, you know.
Oh my god, that bad?
He was unconsolable?
as if it were a breakup,
Inconsolable?
almost, yeah. So
This is why the Johnson curse. The genetic line not to end.
So normally, yeah, really, man. Eric and Darren can't have kids, and then the bloodline will end.
Oh, they can't?
No, I mean,
No,
not
for
with
the
each other. They've tried. It was gross.
Oh man, that was hard.
No, like if they can't have kids if we want to kill the bloodline.
Okay.
But so it really casts a pall over Christmas for these two, right? Now, every year Edgar used to hand out the presents. He'd wear a Santa hat. I mean, talk about it's crazy. Last year,
Who cast it? That's Santa.
Yeah. The same guy who hired you at the hobby shop.
Oh, get a little defensive as Pop. It's Santa.
Yeah, man. Maybe
Fuck you. My dad's a good Santa.
Yeah. He was awesome. So he handed the mantle over a couple years ago.
Two?
I think Sage did.
Don't tell me.
year.
I was gonna say, don't tell me Don't tell me, Darren.
No. So this year they said that I had to do it. So I was like, all right. So I'm handing out the presents, and that little thing happens. And
Is there commentary from Santa?
no, not. During that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you're not willing to let it just kind of like go unnoticed?
No, because at that point, I realized, and I was like, you know what movie I like? Groundhog Day.
He's so in tears. You're fucking.
He was upset. He just looks at me like he knows he can't overpower me. And he knows he can't out-ridicule me, so he'll just, he sits there and he's like...
Defeated.
Yeah, yeah.
Just rolls and exposes his belly to you.
As if, yeah, he was... As if the fuck-up of the boots wasn't enough. Yeah, the commentary continued. So I'm handing out presents, and I tell Seiji, you want to hand out some presents? And put the Santa hat on her. And finally I give... his girlfriend a gift from me and Suzanne and Sage. And as she's opening it, my nephew looks at me, and the wheels start to turn, and he's not sure, but what I had done was when Seiji was handing out presents and they weren't looking.
Oh, you rewrapped them?
I rewrapped the boots again. I pretended it was from me. You never saw a fucking face on the kid. And then she immediately hugs him. Because he was all upset again. I was acting like, it was so fucking awesome. Now I wish I had taken pictures or video or something just to watch the realization of nah, he wouldn't do that.
But was there any?
He fucking did it.
Was there any part of her that was like, I got 3 pairs of Uggs. I'm fucking rich. eBay rich, bitch.
I'm fucking Uggs rich. No, she's pretty bright. I think she knew right away what I did. And it was fucking. It was actually the best part of Christmas, I thought, for me. Walt, you think you need glasses yet? Have you reached the age?
Not. I don't think. I know, but
Really?
I'm reluctant. It's a signal. To me, it's waving the white flag.
You're like, I'm old. My eyes are faltering. They're failing.
Yeah. I know that's ridiculous. I know that's asinine, and I know that's irresponsible.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as I see these eyes without those glasses in front of them, I'm convinced that I'm still young.
You feel young?
Yeah,
I hear you, man.
because I saw some of my friends that have been getting glasses left and right, And
Like friends you might be talking to right now.
no, you've had glasses. I've seen you with glasses when you were younger. So when I see you now with glasses, it doesn't throw me.
That's true. Yeah, you knew me before I
Yeah.
got the LASIK.
But when I see some associates and some friends with glasses, I'm shocked at how feeble and weak they look.
Yeah, it makes you just want to overtake them, right? Like throw them into the fucking street. Just there's no use for you anymore.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're glue in my eyes.
Yeah, I hear
That's
you.
That's all your walking, talking glue with those glasses.
The
on.
second you don't have 20/20, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to know you anymore. I totally understand. I think you're right.
I know that's awful. I know we're trying to sell glasses.
Yeah. So here's the thing: if you don't feel that way,
No, I'm probably the only one thinking that, though. Believe me, I know. Trust me. When you walk into work, your coworkers are not thinking that you look like you were on your last breath because you got glasses on now.
unless you work with me, then usually you do think that.
Yes,
And it has nothing to do with the glasses.
but from what I've been told, these are pimp glasses.
These are pretty popular. Like if you want to be one of the fucking popular, like, yeah, I mean, not a kid. You're not going to be a popular kid, but
Rappers, right?
rappers wear them.
Celebrities.
Mm-hmm. Celebrities like me. I've got a pair of Warby Parker eyeglasses and a pair of sunglasses. Yep, I've got them both.
Now, Warby Parker, are they in the mall or are they only online?
I think they have like a couple stores. They may have one or two stores, like one in like flagship store in New York or something. But for the most part, yeah,
They got a New York store?
I believe so.
I knew they're trendy.
Big city, yeah. That has to be like in Brooklyn, someplace like hipstery.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking Manhattan.
Really? Yeah, no. Brooklyn, although, I don't know if Brooklyn's hipstery anymore. Brooklyn might be on the way out.
Anything in New York is hip.
Yeah. Except Staten Island. Quinn's not around to defend it. But anyway, if you go to warbyparker.com/TESD,
Now,
it's a pretty unusual
can you recall?
system.
Can you recall? Is this? Have we had Warby Parker on since what people consider the first Warby Parker commercial? Very well received. Have they re-upped with us after that, or is this the first time?
No, I think we had one, maximum two after that.
Okay, so I want to make sure we treat them respectfully.
Right. Last time we made them mad. It's let's see, what do? You go online and you can order 5 pair of glasses. I guess they probably use like clear lenses or whatever, and they send them to you. You get to check them out. They also have this thing that I liked. It's you can try it on like what do they call it? Virtually. You put a picture of yourself up there, and then you put glasses on. Though it needs a little bit of work. I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell really. Like they all look the same. It just looks like black like frames, which is why it's good that they do this. You order 5, you send them to them, and then
Can you order just one, or do you have to order 5?
you don't have to. I just ordered one. I found the ones that I liked.
That sounds like a little scam. You got to get 5.
You don't have to buy 5.
Oh, okay.
No, they send you 5. You're like, hey, I like this one. But what if I like this one better? And you can do it up to 5.
It's like, who needs 5 pairs of glasses?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not like that. And they also they distribute a free pair of glasses to someone in need. If you buy a pair, non-prescription polarized sunglasses for $95, $145 of titanium.
Why do they cost so much? Glasses in general, sunglasses especially. Like when you go into those Ray-Bans, is that what they call them?
Right, yeah.
Why are they so much money?
You mean the competitor you're talking about, Ray-Ban?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, like $200 for a pair of sunglasses. One's the name. 2 is they really do put like a coating, and you can tell the difference. Like if you, you can turn me at times because you have like 5 or 6 pairs of sunglasses in your car,
right? But they're all $1.99 at fucking Genovese Drugs.
Yeah, but what happens is they say that it tricks people into like it shades your eye, so you open your eye wider. But if they're not they don't have the coating on it, it won't protect your eye, so it's letting in some of those sun's harmful rays. So that's why you might want to spend a little bit more. They have non-polarized for $95, $150 for polarized.
So why do they allow non-polarized though?
I don't know. I guess it's one of those things that the government's just not like.
It's like selling a car with no brakes, though.
Yeah. And a lot of it comes from like cheap shit places like, no offense to Chinese people, but like, China manufactures a lot of garbage and just sends it here. And then that's how you can get a pair of sunglasses for $1.99,
No more. That's it.
Yeah. You're going to buy a good pair?
I'm never buying a pair of shit sunglasses ever again.
Yeah. Because
Warby Parker sunglasses, not prescriptions.
Right. No, I mean, you don't want to look like an old fucking goat. You want to look like a hip dude with fucking polarized sunglasses. There's only so much I can tell you about Warby Parker. So just go to warbyparker.com/TESD. Should you need glasses, you're going to have to go and get a prescription anyway from an eye doctor, but I don't know, man. Check it out. And plus they have the names, Zag Parker and Warby Pepper.
What is that?
Those
are like design names?
Jack Kerouac characters. That's how you know it's hipstery.
What do you mean? What does that mean? Jack what?
Jack Kerouac, the author. He was like the original like beatnik.
Why'd you bring that a name into it?
That's where their name comes from.
Really?
There's two early characters in his journals or whatever, Jack Kerouac's journals, named Zag Parker and Warby Pepper.
And they just combined them?
Yep.
Kind of like Kevin Muse.
Yeah, like K-Muse too. Like if you wanted to buy something from the store. In fact, you did it before Warby Parker, so
right,
I think you may have a case against them. Anyway, warbyparker.com/TESD. Go on there and check their stuff out. It's actually very high quality. We're not going to lend our name to some dog shit product, right? You can trust us.
Christmas ain't over. I got you guys something.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I got something for only the guys who put in the weekly effort. So I got.
So I'm not getting anything.
No, you're there. You're week in and week out. It's a very limited edition item I got made. It's only for the guys who put in the hours every week.
Oh, wow.
So I got one for Jay Sarge, and I got one for Deck.
Oh, wow.
I got one for Brian. I got one for QQ.
They're all the same thing? So should
all
we
the
not
same
say
thing.
it on...
You can say it on here. Declan already knows.
Oh, wow, dude.
I like this bag. This bag alone is nicer than most of the stuff I got. What are we looking at here, Q?
All right. I'm getting the basic form factor. Oh, my God. Dude, that is great.
Holy shit.
Wow.
This is astounding.
This is really great, dude. It's one of those oversized soup bowl mugs.
Yep.
And it says, my soul has had enough chicken soup, now it wants TESD. With a picture of the three-head Tell 'em Steve Dave logo. But
Since Etchicum's back, we can say it's.
Yeah, we can say,
We can say I used that. Or I was
That's
going to
right.
keep that quiet in case he was still in the out.
No, he's way back in.
I modified it. I put a Santa hat on me.
Oh, wow.
This is.
There's only 4 of these in the world.
Dude, this is really great, man.
You know what the first fucking thing that comes to mind, though, is I'm terrified to break it now.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like I won't. Like I'm going to put it up high on a shelf so
dude,
nobody can
thank
use
you,
it.
man. That's
problem.
really great, dude.
But, if the guys who, I thought that would be cool.
This is very
And
cool.
we're never going to make them, so I figured let's do it. Let's at least let's see
that's
it. No, then it would take away the uniqueness of it.
This is unbelievable, man.
Now this is week 2, so I'll text a picture or tweet a picture rather. Of of this.
Now Jay Sarge, unfortunately, Jay Sarge. Well, maybe since this is week 2, maybe I'll get his. I haven't sent his out yet,
Okay.
so maybe he'll get his before week 2 drops, and he won't be. The surprise won't be spoiled.
I'm touched, man.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad you liked it. No, I racked my brain because I'm like, I can't get these guys something from a mall.
Yeah,
I got to get him something that Q gets everything.
not everything. I don't have a soup bowl.
But you buy yourself whatever you want,
I
though.
know that is a problem. This is amazing, dude. Thank you. And here I thought we weren't exchanging gifts this year. Nobody mentioned anything.
Well, you laid the hint that you're getting me a tile, so I was like, oh fuck, I got to get Q something.
The tile? Oh, the tile. I gave it to Ming to give to you. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Let me go out of my way and blow his tile out of the water.
That's unbelievable, man. Thank you.
No
That
problem.
is very cool.
Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you.
I know.
wow.
People listen to this. It's fucking February, right?
It's at least the third week of January by now. Yeah.
But Christmas,
I'm really touched. man.
it should last longer than one day.
Then the friendlies in Middletown.
Wow. What was that about?
Huh?
Why you gotta make it ugly? Thank you. Well, that's
No
really
problem.
great.
Merry
That
Christmas.
is very cool. Yeah.
I mean, this isn't necessarily fair, but I ordered a book online. I ordered Adam West's Back to the Batcave book, with like his memoirs about the show, because I've been watching that show, dude.
Oh, yeah, you dig it?
Hardcore. I love it. I love it. I have such an affection for it. And so I ordered his book because I wanted to read the stories. And I did not order a signed copy, but I got a signed copy of it. They sent the
by accident?
they sent the signed copy by accident.
I thought you were going to tell me that he recognized the name, and he's like, I cannot send BQ an unsigned copy.
No, that doesn't happen. But I was
What are you,
fucking
stupid?
Come on, Adam West.
Why didn't you order the signed one?
I didn't even know that there was a signed one. I just ordered it because I just wanted to read it.
Right.
And then I opened it up, and it says
I met Adam West.
Yeah, he's allowed to.
Oh yeah, I met Adam West. He's a really nice
He
guy.
seemed
like a very likable, with it dude.
Yeah,
I think
Sharp as a tack.
really.
I think I said it at the time. Obviously, I'm not as big of fans as you guys are, though I did get the box sets because Sage loves it. My favorite part of him being here was hearing him repeatedly saying your name in that voice.
Yeah.
Just,
Really?
it was weird. Yeah.
Oh,
like
that's cool.
Walter, he did like the way
He
he,
did
the
the
way he
Batman
said
voice with my name.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool, man.
It was so strange. It was sort of like surreal, you know?
Yeah.
What episode? What season are you up to?
Halfway through the second now.
Yeah.
Halfway through the second. I mean, it's brilliant. It's genius. I mean, King Tut, when he rolls into town, it's just a fat guy dressed like an Egyptian. I'm like, they knew exactly what they were doing. Like, it's so specific. I can't get enough. I rewatch episodes. Like when the Penguin was running for mayor. I mean, I watched that one like 3 times already, man. It's so fucking great. When the town, do you remember specifics?
I remember a lot of them. Yeah.
So the Penguin's running for I can't believe you don't love the show more. He's running for mayor, and they convince Batman to run for mayor against him. And like his campaign goes down the drain because he won't kiss babies. So a woman holds out a baby to Batman to kiss, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man." She's like, "That's unsanitary. Like, I don't want to spread germs to your baby." And the woman's like, "Are you saying my baby has germs?" And like the whole city turns against him because
against Batman?
because he won't kiss babies. And then it cuts to the Penguin leaning in to kiss babies in people's carriages, but he's still got the lit cigarette thing in his mouth, and he's leaning into carriages with a lit cigarette kissing babies, and like the town's going berserk for the Penguin. It's unbelievable. It's so funny, man.
What edition did you get? The Blu-ray?
I just got a digital. I just bought the
yeah?
seasons on digital. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
If I had known that I was going to love it this much, I probably would have got the box set with the car and everything like that. But I just thought I was going for like a childhood throwback.
So when you buy digital, can you buy a Blu-ray digital?
Yeah, it's
Well,
high
it's
def.
HD, yeah.
It's high def. Yeah. You know what I like it because given the way that everything is going and physical media going away and the resolution on everything keep going up, I figure if I buy it digitally, maybe in the future, like when it's up to 8K televisions and shit like that, they'll let you access the higher definition. You know what I
Do
mean?
you think you're going to live to see 8K?
Sure. This year, well, 4K TVs are coming out now, but
Because look how long it took to get 4K. Fucking 50 years.
yeah, but things are going exponentially, man. They already have 8K televisions. They're not marketable yet.
What do you mean? They're not marketable?
They're just
They're
prototype.
too crisp?
Yeah, no, they don't have anything to play on them. Like that's how good they are. They haven't up.
So you need to film in better film quality for 8K?
No, you could take old film and reprocess it so it's
So
that
it's costly.
I don't know if it's costly. It's all about widespread adoption. Like
How clear do you need it, Q?
I'll tell you what, man. You look
mean,
at
as clear
you
as
look
they
at a
can make it.
DVD, and then you look at a Blu-ray, and there is a massive difference.
There is.
Like,
If you
there's
look
a
between
huge-
Blu-ray and 4K, there's a huge
yeah,
difference.
I saw. Are those the ones that are at Best Buy?
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks weird. It doesn't look real.
right. Because it looks so
Looks
real.
almost 3D-ish.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're
How much does a 4K set go for?
well now you're going to be able to start getting them for what you used to pay for 1080p.
Which is
1,000 and change, like 2,000.
Yeah.
what kind of TV you got right now?
I have a 1080. I'm not going to upgrade. I'm skipping 4K. I'm waiting right for 8K.
Waiting for 8K, huh?
Yeah.
This guy.
Why is that this guy? If I was this guy, I would go out and buy the fucking 4K. I'm saving money. Oh, fucking these guys got to buy more patches.
I forgot that was the other thing I wanted to bring up. I felt bad for Q. We were talking about our respective networks that we work for, and I said, they sent me a PlayStation for Christmas, and I'm not a big video game guy, but I was like, I need a hobby. All I do is read or watch TV, and I canceled cable. I stopped cable altogether. I did watch Nathan For You, which Q recommended.
Brilliant.
I've been watching Metalocalypse, which Q recommended, and the Nick Kroll Show, which you didn't
You
recommend.
watch more
but,
TV than Brian, don't you?
I don't watch Nick Kroll.
But I
How do you find time to do all you're doing? and
Well,
still
these are
watch
like
TV?
8-episode seasons for these shows. It's not
yeah,
like-
like some of the episodes of
Fucking watching
Metalocalypse are
Batman
like 12 minutes.
3 times one episode.
Well, that's what I do at night now. I get in bed and I pop on an episode of Batman.
Fall asleep to it.
Yeah, his box springs are in pristine condition too.
Just tears, bat tears.
But I thought, like, you know what? I have an Xbox, but Sage monopolizes it. She constantly plays either Batman or Batman 3 Lego. And that's all she wanted for Christmas was Batman 4 Lego. And I didn't know how to tell her they didn't make it, I should have told her fucking the cat took it. But they sent a Sony PlayStation. So I was like, all right, well, I'll buy a game. And I like horror games, so I looked up a game, The Last of Us, which you said was pretty
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
And as I'm telling Q, his face is falling, and he
I don't know, but this is dramatic retelling.
and he tells me what his network sent them.
Right.
And I mean, I guess you could, if you took it out of the box, you could maybe carry a PlayStation in it.
You had a tote bag?
It's a
pranksters for life.
like a backpack.
Backpack?
A backpack.
What kind of backpack? Like one of those high-end ones that like...
No, I
like
looked it up online. It was like $48.
You looked it up online.
It's lower
Well,
end.
after
than-
he fucking started getting on me about it, because I was happy with the backpack. I was like, "Oh, sweet, I need a backpack anyway." And then the PlayStation entered the fray.
I didn't know though. Like I didn't. He didn't mention the backpack first because AMC is super good to it. I'm not just saying this. Like for my birthday, they sent me a $150 Apple card,
Right.
and then they gave me the PlayStation for Christmas. I mean, they're very generous with gifts.
Truska does.
Hey,
Just in a like
people
a backpack.
need backpacks.
It's in a backpack.
You
sort of
know
way.
what happens if you're like, hey, I want to go back to college and I need a backpack.
Think of it this way. Think how many patches you can put on that backpack.
Now, fucking you're talking.
Can't put them on a PlayStation.
You just turned this whole fucking thing around for me.
Tell him,
Thank you.
Steve, Dave.
Get your head rearranged, the clothes exchange, find a home, get your phone, have another one.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.